This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
This is where we normally bring you two stories you need to know. It's the Daily Single this week because Pooja is on vacation. So, dog owners, listen up. A team of researchers have put together, decoded a bunch of dogs' behaviors to find out what it really means. So I was instantly interested in this. Thought I'd share it with you. Do you know what it means when a dog looks into your eyes when you lock eyes with your dog?
He or she is in love with you.
I mean, essentially. Yes, so here it is. When a dog locks eyes, eye contact is not just a simple glance. It's a deep connection reserved for the closest dog/owner relationships. Yeah. If your dog holds your gaze with unwavering affection, it's a sign that their love for you is pure and unconditional. So one of the truest signs of a strong bond between you and your dog is if you can lock eyes and just not break.
Okay, so Coda will lock eyes, but he's judging.
What?
Like, I feel like he's judging.
You specifically?
Yeah,
What are you doing is the question.
Because my daughter will be like, why is he looking at me like that? I'm like, he's judging.
Do you ever just hold Coda's face close and just like...
Yeah, I do.
Stare? Yeah, I do it
I
every day
bother
with
him all the
coffee and I
time.
just like stare into her eyes. So close that like it's
Yeah.
it's blurry. Okay, so why do dogs follow you to the bathroom? It's not because they're perverts.
Okay, because I heard this before. It's because they're pack animals and they want to keep you safe. That's what they're used to doing, like out in the wild.
Yeah, that's part of it. You got half of it right there. So they love your company. And yeah, as pack animals, they feel safest when they're closest to their humans. They also have a natural curiosity that they just want to stay in the loop even during your most private moments because they'll
bet.
come into the bathroom no matter what you're doing.
Free security, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, right? And if you've ever given them attention or praised them for tagging along, guess what? You're actually reinforcing the habit. And I don't mind it when coffee comes
I
in
just
there.
come to the door, I'm like, why are you so close? Like, his nose is under the door.
Sometimes I call her in, even if she does not in there. I'm like, come on in, Coffee. Look what I'm doing.
Wow.
Also, does your dog sit on top of your toes when you're on the couch or maybe when you're sleeping? They get
When
on your
we're eating
toes?
dinner,
There you go.
he'll be on someone's toes.
Okay, so it's a quirky habit that comes from their deep desire to be close to you and protect you. By staying in contact, they can sense your emotions, whether you're relaxed or tense, and it helps them stay attuned to you and both your surroundings.
Aw.
Isn't that nice?
It is cute.
I didn't know that last one. So now when Coffee's on my toes at night, I thought it just keeps my toes warm.
Yeah.
But she's trying to stay attuned
She's
to me.
protecting you.
Come on.
Aw.
Dogs, we don't deserve you.
From CHFI Studios.
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So there's a movement that is going to take us back to a simpler time. And it's these two brothers who got together with their friend over one weekend. They went on a fishing trip with their dads and they left their phones in the car.
On purpose?
On purpose and had the best time. They were like, it was like we were kids again. We were like interacting and just being present and just having a time. And it got them thinking, what if we apply this to, I don't know, our social lives and partying and going out? And they decided to create something called the Before the Internet Collective.
Ooh, a simpler time.
Yes. So now they have events in Toronto where you leave the phones behind and, you know, you go out, you interact, you compliment one another, you actually talk to one another instead of your heads being buried in your phones.
You make a call from a payphone.
Yes.
If you get someone's number, you write it on the back of a napkin.
Yes. You get rejected on the spot. You don't wait for them to swipe in a certain direction. All the things that come with putting the phone away. And I
like it.
I think it's brilliant. And I love the title Before the Internet Movement because it makes me think about all those things before the internet. Like, it was a simpler time, was it not?
I mean, part of it is the bias of our ages because before the internet, we were all in this room quite young. And it was a kind of an innocent time for us anyways. But yes, you couple those together, the fact that we did feel as a society more innocent before the internet and our youth at that time. Yes, it all feels like a simpler rose-colored glasses period.
Is there something you miss about the time before the internet that you can think of?
Oh, gosh, probably lots of stuff. I'm going to say the anxiety of like calling a girl's house and hoping that she would pick up because we agreed that I'm calling at 5:30 after school. You better pick up. But if her mom or dad picks up, but just that ring, and then if her dad picked up, you're just like, do I bail? I'm just like, oh, hi, Mr. So-and-so.
And would you do that? Would you do Mr. and then the last name?
I would always be so polite and hope that the father didn't want to kill me.
Yeah, there were always those kids who were like, hi, Bob.
Oh,
Is
God,
Jessica
no.
available?
No, absolutely not.
You did not do that.
No.
Okay.
What about you?
I think for me, it's like, do you remember when, I don't know, all the cool kids had parties and you didn't know about it because you didn't have to see it on Instagram?
Oh, there's no FOMO.
There was none of that because I was never invited, but I didn't know the difference. I was just happy in my own world.
Did they ever see you do the Running Man? They had a real missed opportunity not having you there.
Yeah, it was too late.
You would have been like the party jester.
The problem was they did see me doing the Running Man, and that's why I wasn't getting invited. But it was a simpler time. There was a time when we live in like this 1,000-channel universe where you can watch anything at any time. You still can't find anything to watch. There was a time where we would watch the TV Guide channel. At that time, I believe.
See what was going on.
Yeah, it was like Channel 5, and you had to wait for it to scroll up to get to the show that you may or may not want to watch.
My dad used to get the Saturday Star Week, like the TV Guide in the newspaper, and then he would sit there and circle in pencil all the shows he was excited about for the week. It was so funny.
It was a simpler time before the internet. I think we can all go back to what that was.
I miss putting it on Channel 3 to play video games. You had to put it on Channel 3 and then turn on your Nintendo or Sega Genesis to
That's
get
right.
Mario or Sonic.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
We want to know, what do you miss the most from before the internet?
Yeah, this one's definitely touched a nerve now that the ideas are rolling in. Man, oh man, there's a lot of stuff here. I love this one from Jennifer, who says, when selfies were done without being able to check if you were in camera view or have a reverse camera, you just take one with a disposable camera, hope for the best.
And you wait like 2 weeks before you get it developed and then hope that you don't have red eyes and it's not blurry and...
That everyone was in frame?
Yes,
Yeah.
all the things. Mark from Bowmanville writing, making prank calls. Is your refrigerator running? Then you better catch it. Oh, yeah, that was so fun. You could get away with it then, not now.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's try a call here. So what do you miss most from before the internet? Haley in Toronto.
Like, I miss all those little tools where you have to look something up, like on a dictionary or a phone number, and they design like little tabs that have the letter of the alphabet. So on a dictionary, they would like carve out a little finger hole and
yeah.
click that letter. Or on like a Rolodex, there's like a little tab that you can click to the letter.
There's such a tactile memory.
And like, now that you mention it, I miss it too. Like, it's not something I would have thought of.
We had one of these big...
It's so satisfying.
Yeah, my dad used to have this like big fancy like leather-bound dictionary, and the sides of the pages were like gold dusted.
Yes.
And all the finger holes Haley just mentioned for each of the letters. So I would count down if you needed like the 9th letter of the alphabet, you'd count down like 9 finger holes and then flip to like H or whatever.
Do you remember encyclopedias?
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only had like A through H.
Oh. But you knew everything about apples and helicopters and everything in between.
Yeah, I don't think we could afford the second set, but whatever.
Haley, that is such a good memory. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
Oh, man. Okay. That is a very, very good one. What do you miss most from before the internet? A lot of great text coming in, too.
Jill from Keswick writing, using a payphone and having to actually memorize phone numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. We all did that.
Our memories were so good. Guggen from Toronto says, rewinding VHS tapes and the guilt of returning one to Blockbuster unrewound. Oh. I don't know if I miss rewinding VHS tapes.
I don't know if I miss it, but it was a simpler time. Sarah from Mississauga saying, recording songs off the radio and trying not to catch the DJ talking. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, hey.
The best part is when we're talking.
Although I would do that too as a kid. You just
Same.
wait for your song. You were like, oh, I think they're going to play it. I recognize the opening bars. You'd hit play record on
Yes.
your little like double deck tape player. Oh, man. Oh, Sonia from Newmarket says, flirting, I never did this, but flirting via pagers with messages like 143, which means I love you.
Oh, yeah. I used to do the hello upside down.
You had a pager?
No, I knew somebody who had a pager that I was flirting with. Come on now.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I can't picture you with a pager at all.
Or flirting for that matter. It's just awkward, right? Also getting another text here from Mary saying, your phone rings and not knowing who's on the other end, getting up and going to the wall phone and saying, hello.
I love
right?
that.
Just didn't know.
Bill from Brantford, I vibe with this one. Before the internet, to settle sports arguments, you'd have to go down to the library to find the answer in a book. Kind of miss that now that the answer is found in seconds. I've said this before. We don't wonder anymore. When you used to have to wonder about things and think about them before you had the answer. Now you get the answer in 2.5 seconds with a couple of taps. We've lost the ability to wonder.
It was a simpler time. I'm going to end it with Jessica from Brampton who says, yelling, get off the phone. I need to use the internet with your dial-up modem.
Don't miss that.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
It's Eat More Fruits and Vegetables Day. Yay!
Big fan of this, not as a kid, now as an adult. Eat more fruits and veggies. So I thought I'm going to test you and Steph in a little game. with fruits and veggies. I'm going to give you clues. You tell me what fruit and veggie I'm talking about. You ready? Who wants to go first?
Did you come up with this game out of curiosity just because you're like, I know she's a vegetarian, so finally she can win a game?
I'm trying to put her on a platter for you, a veggie platter. You haven't
not
won,
fair.
You haven't won one. But Steph, if she doesn't, you can really rub it in.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, but don't count on a win. Okay, here we go.
Really lowering expectations. I'm round and technically a fruit, but most people treat me like a veggie.
Tomato. You are a tomato.
Yes, you can just say tomato. That's fine.
What is tomato?
Okay. All right. Stop. That wasn't your question, Steph. I'm green. I'm mean, and your pee might smell weird after you eat me.
Oh, what is asparagus?
I'll give that to you, Alex. All right, Pooch. I'm yellow on the outside, white on the inside, and great in smoothies.
Banana.
Everyone's off to a great start here. Everybody wins. Participation badges all around. Steph, I'm small, red, and often put on desserts, and my seeds are on the outside.
Ooh, what is a strawberry?
Okay, 2-2 so far. You guys
I
are
was
running
expecting obscure fruits and
it.
vegetables.
Oh, it gets a little bit harder now.
Okay, all right.
Pooch, back to you. The 2-2 tie. I'm green on the outside, red on the inside, and 92% water. I'm technically a berry, and I hold seeds like a hoarder.
Oh, you are a watermelon.
Oh, wow. Okay, good job. I
good.
thought you might struggle with that one.
Why?
Steph?
Why did you think I would
Because
struggle?
I gave you a number and a percentage. I thought I would have lost you at that point.
Good point. Good point.
Steph, I'm green, mushy inside, and I come in a pod. Sometimes I'm wasabi flavored and hang out with sushi.
Oh. What is it? Oh,
I'm green, mushy inside, and I come in a pod.
okay, I know.
Sometimes
I
I'm
know.
wasabi flavored and hang out with sushi.
I know what it is, but I don't know what it's made out of.
We're going to need an answer.
I don't know. Some pea.
Pooja for the steal?
Edamame?
Is that what it is?
That is correct.
It comes in a pod.
But
Okay.
it's not mushy.
Two more questions. Back to Pooch.
Where are you getting your edamame?
No, it should be mushy.
I'm purple, fancy, and emoji famous.
Oh, an eggplant?
That is correct. Steph, last question to you, but it's irrelevant because Pooja's already won. I look like I was tie-dyed by a hippie. Slice me open and I've got rings like a tree. I taste earthy and sweet if you can get past the dirt smell. Focus on the I look like I was tie-dyed by a hippie.
A tie-dyed fruit?
Okay, I think
A
I
dragon
know.
fruit?
Is it a turnip?
Told you they get harder as you go along.
Is
We
it
were looking for you've already
pomegranate? Is it a
guessed.
Kumquat?
It's not. No, it's you just wanted to say
Yeah, I
kumquat.
did.
The answer is a beet.
Oh, a
beet.
beet.
Final score. This is a good old-fashioned drubbing.
Wow.
Pooja crushes Steph in our most lopsided game yet. The vegetarian takes it 5-2.
If she didn't win, I would have been worried.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
I did something embarrassing on the weekend.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm so excited to hear about it.
I think it's fine, but I don't know. You tell me. Okay.
So you don't think it's embarrassing?
No,
You think I'm going to think it's embarrassing?
I want to say that I don't think it's embarrassing, but my actions would suggest that I knew it was embarrassing and I tried to cover it up.
Okay, what'd you do?
Bit of a scandal. So I went on a first date over the weekend.
Oh, no.
All good. Wait, you said, oh no, at the first date?
Well, because you did something embarrassing on a first date.
Right. Okay,
and
okay.
That's never
I thought
a
you were
good
just
thing.
Like, oh, you're dating? Oh, good.
No, I'm glad you're dating. Tell me more.
Okay, so all good, lovely first date for the most part. And then I had it's a great restaurant. I didn't pick it for this reason, but
You are umming and ahhing way too much. What did you do?
I picked a restaurant I had a gift card to. Okay, and it's a good restaurant on its own merit. I probably would have gone there anyway, but I happen to have a gift card. I went through my gift card box. I'm like, let's use this. So, but then I chickened out as we were getting later. Like desserts happened, and then I thought it was a good idea. And then as I'm getting closer, I'm like, is she going to judge me when the bill comes? And then she sees me throw on the gift card and my credit card because the gift card wouldn't have covered all of it. It would have covered a portion.
Okay.
Like, is that embarrassing to throw on two cards? All these thoughts went through my head. I'm like, do I do some sleight of hand? Like, I put the gift card under the credit card and then put that on top and she won't see it. But then the waiter's going to be like, oh, you have a gift card. Like, I'm going through all these things in my head.
Or you're like, let's split the bill. And then you're like, I'll take my half on my gift card.
Okay, that's a double whammy. That gets a...
Don't do do that. Okay.
So this is what I decided on. I think it was the right move given the circumstance. I excused myself to go to the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and then I found the waiter at the little kiosk, and then was just like, "Hey, I've got a gift card, and then here's my credit card." I'm like, "Can you like just deduct whatever you need from the gift card, and then just charge the rest of the credit card?" He's like, "Yeah, no problem." So that was handled sort of off-site. I took it offline.
He didn't give you one of the like, really on a first date? You're giving me a gift card?
He might have internally.
Okay.
So then she didn't know, and it was all good.
I'm giving you a hard time, but I mean, I'm pretty practical about these things. I know first impressions and all those things. I know they matter, but to me, I'm like, well, you have a gift card. Sure, let's say you don't use it on date 1. By date 4 or 5, is it okay to use it then?
Well,
then
yeah.
we can get to know you and that like the real you, which is you would use a gift card to pay for something that you have a gift card for?
Like, you know me, I love gift cards. I love giving gift cards. I love receiving gift cards. They're practical. They're as good as cash. So yeah, I chickened out. I didn't show the real me on the first date because the real me would have just been like, yeah, I'm using a gift card. This is smart. Did you not have a great meal? You did.
Yeah, I'm paying for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you care how I pay for it?
So, but I chickened out and for fear of judgment because the date was going well. So that I hit it. If the date was going poorly, I would have been like, yeah, I'm using a gift card.
Okay, I'll tell you right now, as your friend, I don't think you did anything that embarrassing. I think, it's better they get to know the authentic you.
Thank you.
But if I was the friend who was on the date and she told me this story, I'd be like, what?
Like
he paid with a gift card?
Like, is this the kind of thing she'd go back to her girlfriends and be like, how was
Yes.
the date? Yeah, it was fine, but you won't believe what happened when the bill came.
Yes, and then that would have been there'd be like red flags.
It's
not
not
that there are red flags, but then,
Okay.
your imagination goes wild.
My head's in a lot of places with this. I don't know if it's okay or not. I think you should tell us.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast. 5 calls?
Decide it all.
All right, so I used a gift card on a first date on the weekend, but like chickened out last minute and did it on the sly. I kind of pulled the waiter aside and did it there because I was like, is she going to judge me? And I got in my own head.
Because it's your first impression, and maybe, she doesn't know you know
There
you.
shouldn't be anything wrong with it. It's cash. It's a gift card.
And that's why we don't know. We don't know, is it okay to use a gift card on a first date? Let's take your calls. 5 calls decide it all. Maria from Maple, what do you think? Yes or no?
Absolutely. Why not? Exactly. If she's not paying for the meal, you are. So whether you pay for it with a gift card or not, why not?
I needed this pep talk during like the second course to stick to my guns. Maria, your vote's been counted. Thank you.
Okay, take care. Have a great day.
You
You too. Ramel from Mississauga. So what do you think? Okay to use a gift card on a first date? Yes or no?
I mean, a gift card is good and all of that, but on the first date, I don't think so. You should just save it for the second date. It makes it seem like you don't have money.
She should find out you don't have money on the second date, not on the first one.
Well, yeah, second is like, you know what? I got a gift card. We should use it this time,
Okay.
What if she's turned on by frugality and she's like, oh, yeah, like this guy's for me?
Said nobody ever in their dating profile, turned on by frugality.
Think about it. All right, Ramel, your vote's been counted. Thanks, buddy.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Let's go to Malton. Shelley, so what do you think? Is it okay to use a gift card on a first date? Yes or no?
Don't think so, really.
Why?
Well, just because I think that if you want to show her up or whatever, you should use your own credit card or something.
Sure.
Okay. Your vote's been counted, Shelley. Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Hyman, good morning. Hyman from Brampton. What do you think? Is it okay to use a gift card on a first date?
It is. You're being authentic you. You can't be somebody else who you're not. If
true.
you have a gift card and that's what you're going to do, that's what you're going to do. If she view you differently for that, she's not about you.
I like it. See, now I
like
feel bad
that.
for chickening out, right? I should have showed the
Yeah.
authentic me.
Show authentic you because, listen, you can't be who you're not.
Yeah. And if she doesn't like it, that's fine. I'm going to let my freak flag and my gift card flag fly.
Exactly. So what's going to happen is if you don't use it on the first date, you may use it on the fourth date. You still use it.
Exactly.
She's gonna say
She's going to
something-
find
say
out
something
sooner
similar.
or later, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
That I like
Yeah.
a deal. Hyman, thanks for the call. Your vote's been counted.
Have a great day, guys.
Okay, let's take a pause right now. It's tied 2-2.
Yes.
And our buddy Frankie Flowers just popped in the studio.
Okay. Frankie Flowers, who's also in the dating world right
yeah,
now.
perfect guy to ask.
Yeah. Is it okay to use a gift card on a first date? Yes or no?
Yeah, no, like a gift card on the first date. I think I knew where you were going right there. It's like, hey, I got this from maybe your ex-spouse or ex-girlfriend for a birthday gift. You don't know where that gift card's come from. I think gift cards, remember Groupons? Like if you ever use a Groupon on a first date.
Okay, that's offside.
Yeah, like that.
Gift cards
or
are
you're
okay.
like,
Groupon's not good.
hey,
What's
can't.
wrong with the gift card? It's
I
basically
think
cash.
you can actually walk over and pay so that you're like, I
Okay,
got
so
the
do
bill.
It subtly, yes. See,
Be
now-
subtle, but not be like, hey, got a gift card. Let's go.
No, you're not flaunting it like it's like an Amex Black or anything.
But think about that. You're going out with somebody for the
I don't have
first
to think
time.
about it. I lived it, Frankie.
You did? Gift card and all?
I did it subtly, though.
Where did you get said gift card from?
It may have been from the people in this room you're looking at.
Okay. Okay. Well, I still don't think it's appropriate. Not for a first date. I just think it's bad form. First date, you know what? You're investing in that date.
You might be right because I don't think there's going to be a second date.
There you go. There you go. But I'll tell you what, I did get some good gift certificates and discounts at Swiss Chalet in the mail the other day.
Why don't you two go on a date?
See, that I don't mind.
Yeah, that Swiss Chalet sauce will get you every time.
Thanks, Frankie.
Yeah, you had me. A dipping sauce.
Okay, so Frankie is a no, just in
I
case
thought
you're
he
keeping
was gonna be on my
score.
side.
So 3-2, no, you shouldn't use a gift card on a first date. And sorry, follow-up question. You used the gift card that Steph and I gave you on your date? It
Yeah, aren't you happy? I used the gift card.
was for you.
I'm gonna go eat $100 worth of pasta on
It
my
was
own.
for you to sit in a chair by yourself, staring at
Sorry.
a window,
Next time, I'll go
slurping
out
your own spaghetti.
by myself. Thanks, I think.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Really hope I'm not alone here. Have you ever had a day where you realize at the end of it, you probably just should have stayed home? And I should have stayed home kind of day. I had a wonderful weekend. However, I had a should have stayed home kind of Saturday night.
Oh.
So let me tell you what happened on Saturday. I'll preface this by saying this was a great day. It's really only one thing I regret. It was my good friend's birthday and dadchular party.
Oh, nice.
I invented the dadchular party. That's for another day. I should have monetized it. I didn't. Now it's a thing.
Trademark.
So him and his wife are having a kid in a couple of weeks. So we thought, let's have a whole day dedicated to him. So we went out, and I talked about this last week. We did a boat on
You
the
went
water.
on the boat?
We went
Did
on the
it?
boat. It was cold, but we had a good time. There was 10 of us. It was wonderful. Shared stories. And then after the boat, I hosted all the guys because I'm like the only one that lives downtown now.
Right.
They're all mostly married and in the burbs with wife, kids, whatever. So I hosted everybody for some dinner, a couple of beverages, and then the plan was to go out to a nightclub. And I said to everyone,
There's still nightclubs?
"Oh yeah,
Really?
Oh yeah, they're
Wow.
plentiful." And I said, "Look, guys, I'll host you. I'm not going to go out to the nightclub because I haven't been to a nightclub in Toronto in almost a decade. Had my time, just doesn't appeal to me anymore." But the peer pressure started. And they're like, "Come on, G, come on, man, just come out. You never come out to it. Just come out." And I didn't actually drink that much during the day, so I was feeling like not that exhausted from being out on a boat, and it wasn't that sunny, so it wasn't. It was like, you know what? All right, I'll come out.
Oh, no.
And this is where the regret kicked in. This is where I probably should have trusted my instincts and just stayed home. So we went out to this wonderful venue on Queen Street West. It was actually, the music was good. It was more of a mature crowd. It was like not crammed in like sardines. Like you actually had space to stand and breathe. So I was
You
like,
have to wait in line for hours?
no, nothing like that. So I'm like, okay, these are all the things that I hate about nightclubs. So I'm like, this is actually fine. Like I can talk to my friends. This is whatever, all good. We're having a fun time. And then the boys are like, let's get out on the dance floor. I'm like, all right. Let's get out on the dance floor. So we get out, having a time. We're dancing. And then all of a sudden I feel blinding acute pain on my foot, my left foot.
No.
A girl, and I didn't even get a look at her. I guess it was sort of a walk by or a drive by. A girl with stilettos on. I'm going to say accidentally. I assume accidentally. Why would she do it on purpose? I don't even know who it was. Stomped my foot with her stiletto, particularly my left foot, my baby toe.
Oh, no.
And it was like blinding pain.
no. Oh, no,
So
no, no.
I stopped, dropped, and rolled, which is, and I didn't realize how bad it was at the time. I thought it was like a bad stub toe. So I actually stayed for a while, another half an hour. And then I live about 15 minutes from there. I walked home, not realizing how bad it was. Because again, you've had a couple of beverages. You don't realize. As I woke up the next morning, a few hours later, I was woken up by sharp, stinging, throbbing pain in my foot. And then I had a flashback to that moment, and I went, oh gosh, let me see how bad this is. So I actually pulled back the sheets and looked. My baby toe on my left foot is purple and smashed and huge.
It's like the size of your big toe?
It's not quite, but maybe like the second toe. And it's it's a broken baby toe. So as you saw yesterday when I came into work, I'm on a crutch and I've got I've got the toes bandaged. So I probably just should have stayed home from the nightclub.
You should have stayed home.
Yeah.
You should have stayed. Why? Why would you?
It might be another 9 years before I go to another one.
No, you're not going in another 9 years either.
That's fair.
That's not happening.
I'm good with that.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
All right, so today's Nothing to Fear Day. Easier said than done, I think, for most people, because fear is real. It's got me wondering, what are your biggest fears? Steph, do you care to share?
Fear itself.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself. You fear fear?
I think as I get older too, like when I was younger, I wasn't scared of anything.
No, because there's nothing at stake when you're younger. And now you have kids and a job
and I would
and a
see
life.
like when we'd go to the Capilano Bridge in Vancouver, like on the island, and we'd walk over it, we would jump on it. I don't think you're allowed to anymore. And my mom was like terrified. I'm like, me and my brother, like, what's wrong with her? Like, it's just, we're fine. And now little things like that, like even like leaning over the edge of something, it's weird. It's like, I don't know what our brains do, but all of a sudden there's like a bit of a fear of heights, but not really.
Well, you realize all these structures you're trusting were made by people who are flawed. And, when you're a kid, you just think like, oh, this is
great.
I trust everything. This is great. Nothing could go wrong.
But I think if I feared anything, it's probably like snakes, like something typical. Like not even really spiders. Depends how big the spider is, because I can usually like get rid of spiders.
How about a little tarantula?
On my own. Yeah, that's not. No, that's gonna go away. Bye bye. Yeah, but I think more like snakes would probably freak me out. Even when I see them in displays and stuff, I'm like, I don't even want to go near them.
So bridges and snakes?
Yeah. No, not bridges
Snakes
anymore.
on a bridge?
Maybe a bridge. And spiders on a bridge. Yeah.
Everything on a bridge. Steph's fine with snakes in her home.
Yeah,
She's got
that's
plenty
cool.
of those.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, boy. I'm going to say sharks and divorce.
What? Divorce, you should be scared of it. It's just super annoying.
Specifically getting divorced from a shark.
Yeah, wow. But if it's a really good relationship, you don't know this.
That's why I'm afraid of divorce. I want it to
gonna eat
last.
you?
I want the relationship to last.
Okay, don't marry a shark. Simple.
Yeah, those are my two. Sharks.
I don't know
because I
about
watch too many
sharks.
movies.
Yeah.
And I know people will be like, no, sharks don't mean to do anything, and the incidence of shark bites are very low. I know. I'm going to Costa Rica this weekend. I'm not getting in the water.
You don't get in the water at all?
Certain places, yes, but Costa Rica, I believe, is known for sharks. So I'm not getting in the water in Costa Rica. And also, I broke my toe. I'm not getting in the water.
Also, if you get in the water and the shark that you upset is there, then it'll be a divorce and it'll end terribly.
Yeah, it wants half. Not of what I have. It wants half of me.
It's going to eat all of you, not half of you.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
what is your biggest fear? This can be a vulnerable thing to share. Totally get it. Appreciate those of you that have called and texted in. What is your biggest fear? Steph and I just shared ours. Ours were a bit silly, but also serious. Let's go to Dylan in Woodbridge. What's your biggest fear?
Heights.
Heights. Okay, that's a pretty common one. What do you feel when you're at a high height?
I feel like a little dizzy, a little gutsy, a little bit.
Okay, and Dylan, have you ever tried to face this fear?
Yeah, I did actually. By going on the Leviathan at Canada's Wonderland.
Okay, and okay, so did you conquer it?
Yeah, I did actually. It felt awesome. I actually went on again.
So you're no longer afraid of heights, or still kind of?
Still kind of, but facing them slowly.
Facing them slowly. Okay, have you done the glass floor at the CN Tower?
I actually did.
Oh wow.
It was really, really hard, but.
Okay, so what's next for you? Like skydiving?
Yeah, not a chance.
Okay.
He's like, okay, just calm down now.
I feel like you're crushing it though. Like roller coaster and CN Tower, those are two pretty big ones.
Yeah, those are pretty big ones. Yeah, I just went for the big one just to see, but it was actually a lot more fun than the fear.
Amazing. Okay, well listen, you keep us posted as you continue to conquer this. All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay,
You
take
have
care.
a great day.
Bye. Text coming in at 981-981. What's your biggest fear? Karina texting in saying, my biggest fear is jellyfish. I actually can't watch Finding Nemo anymore.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So even like Pixar animated jellyfish.
What happened there?
I mean, those Pixar things are so real, though.
Yeah.
I can kind of get that. I'm not sure I understand this one. Maybe you can help me here, Steph. Doug Irwin texting and say, good morning. My biggest fear is standing under an umbrella.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like standing under a bridge.
No, standing under an umbrella. Is that
I don't know.
Is that a thing? Is it because you're afraid of getting struck by lightning?
Oh, maybe.
It's like a conductor you're holding up.
Yeah, or I would think, I guess, in the house. Like if you're opening it in the house.
But he's just saying standing under it.
Under it. I don't know, Doug. We need more info
Maybe
there.
he's afraid of staying dry? I don't know. I'm trying to understand. And it's a rainy day as well today as well. Give us a shout. Let us know, Doug. Follow up there. What is your biggest fear? Let's do another call here. Paul in Etobicoke.
Dying alone.
Dying alone.
Yes.
Okay, how come?
Just one of those things, I don't know. I'm single, no kids, so small family.
Yeah, I understand that. Paul, can I ask how old you are?
I am 53.
53. Okay, so it's like you're not old. You're still like relatively young. I mean, is getting married something you want to do? Is it something you're efforting?
Not sure about the marriage part, but I definitely, one of my biggest dreams is to be a father. I definitely want to be a father. But
are you okay with being a single father? Would you start a family some way, perhaps adopt or some other means?
Yeah, that's a definite possibility, seeing as how I'm running out of time the traditional way.
I feel you. Yeah, listen, I'm a little over a decade behind you, but that is a thought that is in the back of my mind as well. So I'm glad you bring it up. Listen, they say you're supposed to face your fears. So if you really want to become a dad, I hope you find a way to jump in and do it, Paul.
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, and you never know, right?
You keep us posted, Paul. Thanks for sharing that, man. It takes a lot of courage. Appreciate you.
Okay. Thank you for taking my call.
Of course.
Have a good one.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
All right, so it's going to be the daily single this week because Pooja's off. So here is one story that you absolutely need to know. The website OnlyFans. Steph, you heard of it?
I've heard of it.
All right.
I always call it fans only.
It's not your homepage.
No, it's
You've
not.
heard of it. Okay.
I hear I can make good money as side hustle, though.
Apparently you can. So I have not been on this website. I'm roughly familiar with what it is, though. It's in talks to be sold. That's why I bring it up. The valuation is crazy. First off, let me tell you what the site is in case you're unfamiliar with it. So this was created not that long ago in 2016 in London, England. It is owned by a guy, one dude, a secretive entrepreneur named Leonid Radvinsky, rich individual. It's a site that allows people to subscribe and pay for content directly from creators. Now, it really gained traction and blew up during the pandemic when everyone was sitting at home, spending time on their devices. As of 2023, there are over 4 million creators on the site. This was 2 years ago, so now it's probably well over 5 million. There's over 305 million users. This is people that are paying for content. And there's different tiers of what you pay for and what you get and subscriptions. OnlyFans, by the way, makes their money by taking 20% of creators' earnings. So the site is often associated and thought of as a platform for adult content, but it's not necessarily that. It can really be anything. It can be niche specific. And the platform has tried to distance itself from that scope of adult-only content, but that's what you think of when you think of OnlyFans.
Dog tricks. Put coffee on it.
It can be dog tricks. It can be ASMR sounds. It can be anything that people are willing to pay for one-to-one sort of content. So there is a U.S. investor group that is looking at buying OnlyFans. Any guesses as to what the valuation is?
In the millions or billions?
Starts with a B.
Like?
It's only 9 years old, and it's owned by one guy.
2 or 3 billion?
$8 billion is the estimated valuation from unnamed sources of OnlyFans. That is $8 billion for a website created less than a decade ago, and again, owned by one guy. It's a U.S. firm that's looking to buy this.
Okay, so he hasn't sold it yet. They're just in talks there.
No, but this guy is chilling. This guy's apparently over the last 3 years made more than $1 billion in dividends from the website. So this guy, Leonid Radvinsky, is chilling.
$8 billion.
Yeah, you want to buy it?
Yeah. No, but I might start a page.
We'll follow up on this story if we get a sale.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.